It's that time again, YouTubers, where I, the Hellgear, talk about the most recently ended Merge Dragons event. Now, to those of you who are new, allow me to explain what this entails. I simply play the Merge Dragons events as I always do, and when they come to the end, you have this wonderful little backdrop, and on this backdrop, I talk about my experiences with the event. If you agree with or disagree with anything that I may have to say, please share your experiences with the game as well as your disagreements and agreements with me in the comments section below. And the main thing is that when I do these wonderful little soapboxes about events, I like to show off the event dragon. But this time around, I'm not showing off the event dragon per se. So what you see is actually the tertiary dragon. Now, just to do a little bit of housekeeping. Excuse me. I had to get that silent one out there. Burping. February 2018, that's in the winter of this year, the Valentine's Day event introduced a new mechanic to healing the island where we do the event dragon. As you know, you collect the charms to get tiers so you can acquire the event dragon's egg and hopefully the level 4 of the event dragon. But it was in Valentine's Day where they did something unique. Each tier has places, and winning the event, it gets you the level 4. Well, the third place event gave us an item which spawned anywhere between 4 to 8 eggs of the secondary dragon that you get in the event, known as the tertiary dragon. Now, this is the second time the toy dragons event, the doll dragons event, has come around. And in this case, it was the roller skate. And the roller skate gives you these wonderful eggs that you see here. So you can hatch the tertiary dragon at the event. This guy, which is known as the onesie dragon. Yeah, actually called onesie dragon in game. So, things were different this time around. Unlike most of the other times when you do these events, but what has happened is they introduced the item fog, which you can probably see in the background here. Essentially, the item fog works like this. A particular item that you've healed from the dead land acts as a key to an area, with a lock on it. You would place said item there, and it clears up the fog and expands the land. They introduced this couple of events back. They took it away, and they're bringing it back. Housekeeping aside, let's get into the details of this event. There are two things that I'm not too happy about when it came to this event. The first thing that I really didn't like was in the tiers themselves. Actually, not usually, because this is the first time it has happened. In every event, there has been at least one tier where you get the purple dragon stars. And to those of you who are new to the game, purple dragon stars are what give you dragon gems. You would tap on one, it would release a bunch of dragon gems, and you could use the gems to buy various things like eggs or nests, or open up nests or dragon chests. You got a couple of them in the very first event, and then they've just dropped it to 1 with each of the events. But this time, there were no dragon stars in the event, and this irritates me. Mainly because I'm one of the hundreds of players who look at the dragon stars from the event, and it's their main way of getting dragon gems. Dragon stars are very hard to come by, especially if you're clearing out camp. it's rare that when you're going through regular tasks on stages or clearing tasks to get stars in camp, do you get a purple star, which gets you the dragon gems. Again, every other event you would get at least one dragon star, which banks you a good amount of dragon gems. But this event did not have a dragon star in the tiers, and that irritates me. Makes me feel robbed of actual increase of dragon gem currency, because it's the hardest currency to obtain in the game. The easiest is stone for some reason. The other thing that irritates me, and this is something I pet peeved about, and not just me, but many players and dragoneers, as I like to call us, in the community have said about these events. You essentially have to, at this point, pay just to clear them. Normally, when we have an event, you would get an exclusive one-time offer that gets you a bunch of charms, maybe some coins for X amount of money. Well, they had an offer this time around. For $10, you get the X amount of charms, you get a nice chunk of change, but it also gives you the level 4 event dragon. That's right. So you can do one of three things. You can A, merge and heal the island enough so you get all the charms to complete the tiers to get the level 4 dragon. B, get the level 4 dragon off the bat with an in-app purchase and not even have to worry about the island itself. Or C, do both. Players have complained about how you have to spend actual money or make in-app purchases just to clear the event because you don't get enough time to do so. And this essentially puts more emphasis on, well, if you can't clear it in the 3 days, we'll give you the option to, instead of paying to get you further, you can pay and you'll get the big prize that's awarded at the end of the event. And all you got to do is just pay $10. That's just terrible. That truly is terrible and sad. So, here's the thing. My experience with this one was not a happy one because, like many other players who have posted on the Facebook page, I shared the same problem. On Friday, the event shows up. But come Saturday, the event is gone. That's right. Many people have said this on the Facebook page. I thought, okay, maybe there's just bad connection, and then it happens to me. So, when you finally get the event back, if you're lucky to get the event back, because I talked with some other players and they didn't get the event back at all, it's Sunday, you only have a couple hours left to deal with the event before, boom, it's over. Yeah. Thank goodness I managed to get halfway. But here's the thing. The dragon trees that give you wood, not necessarily my idea of rewards for tiers. It's okay enough to get the tree that's life orbs because you're going to need those to heal dead land in camp. But I would rather have stars. Give me the dragon stars, especially since a lot of these nests and these dragon chests cost a lot of dragon gems. Now, a lot of people have said that this was one of the easier items to heal. I didn't get that luxury to test that theory, unfortunately. But to those of you who did say that it was an easy thing to heal, I'm glad you managed to do that. Most people who say that actually pay the in-app purchase to get the extra charms anyway. I know many people who complained about that, and some have said in the community that they actually do that just to compensate for the lack of amount of time it takes to clear these events. Now, the backdrop. There is another shot that I have of the doll dragon, where it's just the doll dragon around the island. But since this was probably the only opportunity where we get a shot of the full extent of just the tertiary dragon, I just decided, you know what? We're going to use the onesie dragon backdrop instead of this nice little doll dragon backdrop. I'm still trying to figure out how a stuffed toy can breathe fire. Also, thank you to those who filled me in on the previous doll dragon event recap that I had mentioned there was probably some referencing to Winnie the Pooh about the doll dragon, and I was right, especially since Winnie the Pooh basically originated from England. So thank you to all of you who told me that in the previous doll dragon event recap comment section. It's good to know that you fill me in on this proper intel, and that helps me make better recaps for all of you. With that said, I'm going to cut this here. Again, let me know if you got cut off on Saturday, and if you did get cut off on Saturday, did you get the chance to continue playing on Saturday, or did it come back on Sunday, or not at all? This is one of the reasons why I say, please share your experiences with this event in the comment section below. But time for me to get up out, and I will see you guys next time. Hopefully, and I do mean this because Merge Dragons has been pushing out events bi-weekly. That's not enough time to wind down. You know, it's not. You know, moderation on these events. Having one once a month is fine, but August there was what, 3 in the month, and it's like, wow, you know, slow it down. All right, you guys. If they do it right, the next event is going to be in October, which is the Halloween event, and that means the Skull Dragons. Ooh, looking forward to that. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.